Hi, everybody. Hi, all of you beautiful souls. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am super, super excited to be sitting here today with my dear friend and soul sister, Rhianne van den Linde. She is the principal of the Shakti Shiva Academy. You may have heard about this academy through me before, but essentially, this is a very beautiful, magical academy that is all about shifting the vibration on our planet and bringing really wonderful, groundbreaking programs, training programs to people all around the world that are really about challenging the mainstream narrative in many ways and to really connect with our deepest soul essence in so many ways. I've done a few of these programs myself, and I cannot wait to let Rhianne loose and talk about their latest program, which is all about embodied facilitation. So welcome, Rhianne. It is so lovely to connect with you again.
Thank you, Emmi, for that wonderful welcome and introduction.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
really excited to be having this conversation with you.
me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. Well, why don't we kind of jump straight into our theme for today, Rhianne? And I would love for you to first and foremost share with us what is embodied facilitation?
Yeah, it's a really good question because it feels like facilitation is really up in the world right now, like facilitating the awakening on the planet. There are so many people who are waking up and waking up to the fact that they want to serve, that they want to be involved in this incredible movement on the planet. And so facilitation is a thing at the moment, and embodied facilitation really takes facilitation to a whole new level of moving it from the abstract, the conceptual, from tools, from things that we learn, information that we gather, to a really deep embodiment and integration in our own beings. And so that's really what the work of Shakti Shiva Academy, all of our online courses are all about, deepening in our embodiment. I would say that two focuses that we have are what I call a silver thread, which is learning to hold all sensation in awareness. And Emmi, you'll appreciate how important this is as a facilitator, because when we're working with groups, when we're working with the unknown, and particularly when we're working with people's deepest longings and desires and intimacies around sexuality, around their relationships. I mean, there's just so much tenderness in those places, and all of our human triggers are also hide in those places. And so as facilitators, it's really, really essential that we develop and cultivate that quality in ourselves, to remain present, to learn never to reject, to abandon, or to betray ourselves in the moment, no matter what's arising in the group, in the field. So I found that to be an incredibly important quality to cultivate as a facilitator. And that's something that we hold in this embodied facilitation course. And then along with that is also developing and cultivating the golden thread of the witness, the observer. And so there's this beautiful, and by that I mean the part that's not identified with the stories, that can just watch everything as if it's happening on the screen. The Maya is playing out. And something that I feel is really important is how those two things come together and support each other, and how important as facilitators it is to develop this capacity to stay present within our own being, within the ground of our own being, the depth of our own being, rooted in our own body of sensation. So 50% of our awareness is there, and then 50% of our awareness is outward focused, is aware of what's happening, of individuals in the group who may be in a process, tracking that process, and really, learning to listen deeply from an embodied place.
That was really beautiful, Rhianne. Thank you for sharing a little bit about what embodied facilitation means to you. And indeed, as you have shared there, it is becoming such an important skill. That ability to hold space and to marry those threads that you talked about as well, in a way that allows for the kind of interaction that is needed to happen, but you are also able to remain distant, not get caught up in the dialogue, in the stories, in the narrative, and to hold space in a way that empowers all of those who are present. It's a very precious gift, a very precious skill, and I think something that is so very needed in these times of change and transition that we are in as humanity right now. Who would you say, Rhianne, would be the right people or the aligned people to join this program? Who is it meant for?
Yeah, it's really designed for people who want to learn how to facilitate groups, and particularly groups working with intimacy, with awakening, not specifically sexuality, but definitely including sexuality. Shakti Shiva Academy is really known for rich content around conscious sexuality, and it feels to me like that is such an important portal to our awakening. But we've really designed this particular course for a range of practitioners. So breath workers, which is also a movement which is waking up on the planet. It's so exciting to see how the breath is a bridge, and people are really starting to get that. Body workers, psychologists, so many psychologists who have the academic, the intellectual, the Jungian approach. They're really realizing that they have missed something when it comes to embodiment and intimacy and sexuality. That part is really important. So a lot of sexologists, people who are working specifically with people and couples around their sexuality, coaches, all sorts of movement modalities, yoga as a practice, different dance modalities, which is another movement that's also taking off exponentially on the planet, which is really, really cool. So it's like breath, sound, movement, which are the tools of embodiment. People who are working with those things will find this course fascinating. And I think the beautiful thing is that the learning on this course is also not separate from our own personal journeys. So most of us are already facilitators who are doing the course. Some people who are wanting to become facilitators, not yet facilitating. So it's both and. Really a wide range of people. And one of the really cool things as well is that all of our faculty at Shakti Shiva Academy are participating on the course, because we really recognize that it's an ongoing, ever unfolding, unraveling journey of revealing who we really are, and that really entering into the ground of being is a deepening journey. And so we're all participating in, as part of our own evolution as facilitators and as human beings in beautiful breathing bodies of love, walking on the planet amongst each other, and really developing that understanding that every step we take, every breath we take, every action, every interaction holds holds a possibility of something new for a new earth, for a new planet. So yeah, we're all embodying that more and more and more. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. It's wonderful that you've got a group of both newbies in terms of facilitation, but then also more experienced facilitators. And the fact that all of you at Shakti Shiva Academy are doing this as well really also speaks a lot to your authenticity and your willingness to take on the beginner's mind, the baby mind, and approach something that all of you have done for years from a very fresh perspective as well, and allowing that deepening process to happen as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool because, you know, some of our faculty are already brilliant facilitators in their own right with their own specialty focus areas, and yet every single one of them sees and values the importance of this ongoing undoing and emptying out. So it's that kind of emptying out of identification in order to grow into a more present, more available, more embodied facilitator. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And that really is an ever deepening process. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, when do you start, Rhianne, and how long is the program?
So we're starting quite soon on the 16th of May. And the course is facilitated by two awesome facilitators in the areas of sexuality, consent, boundaries, awakening. Claire Rumor, who's a long-standing faculty member at Shakti Shiva Academy, and then another beautiful facilitator, Marsha B, who has a background in cuddle parties and is also on the faculty of the Wheel of Consent and working alongside Betty Martin, and that beautiful tool using consent within facilitating. So she also brings that background. And the way the course is structured, it continues for a year. It's a year-long course set over 3 semesters of 3 months each, with a 1-month holiday break in between. And we have 2 live classes of approximately 90 minutes each per month or per module. And then we have a number of exciting bonuses, which people can read about in the links. And we will be culminating in April 2025 with an in-person retreat in South Africa at the beautiful Bodhikaya, beautiful retreat center. We'll be gathering together to really practice what we've learned together over the year. And that's in April 2025. And yeah, the retreat is not compulsory, but it is if you want to pursue certification as a Shakti Shiva Academy facilitator in any one of our 3 learning paths, which let me just quickly name them. There's Sexual Awakening for Women, which I know you've done that work, Emmi, as well as Sexual Shadow Integration work, which is for both male and female bodied beings. And then Bliss Dance, which is a tantric movement practice of awakening and awareness, also for male and female bodied beings. So that sort of encapsulates really quickly what the course is about. There's a lot more information on our sales page, and I also invite anybody who's interested or feels called to the materials to book a discovery call. We're offering free 20-minute discovery calls with myself, based in South Africa, or Claire Rumor, who's based in California. So if that time zone works better for you, to just have a conversation and see what it is that you're longing for professionally and personally. And yeah, perhaps this is a course that is going to take you to the next level of what you're longing for in your life and your expression. So just connect with that, and let's see what wants to unfold.
Sounds very beautiful. Thank you for sharing all of this with us, Rhianne. This sounds like a very profoundly deep, beautiful experience, and the fact that it carries on for a whole year really allows one to not just connect with everybody who's doing the program in a very intimate, deep way, but really to dig your teeth really deeply into the concept of facilitation and really understand at a deep, deep level what it means to be an embodied facilitator. So thank you for that. And thank you for all the work that Shakti Shiva Academy does. I know you guys are pouring your heart and your soul into all of these programs, and they are making such a huge difference globally on our planet as well. So
thank you, Emmi. A privilege to be doing this work at this time on the planet. Thank you. Thank you for this time.
Thank you, Rhianne. I hope a lot of you will join this amazing program. Bye for now.